Hello, this is the last story in what God called his blueprint of topics he wanted me to go over with whoever wants to listen, and maybe this is for a future time, who knows, but I'm just being obedient to what I know he was telling me to do. So PURIM is the title, the topic that I'm talking about, and this has to do with the book of Esther. So in the book of Esther, there was a beautiful young Jewish girl named Esther that was chosen by the king to be his wife. So if you've ever heard the phrase, "for such a time as this," this is where this came from. So in the story, there was an evil, what you would call sidekick, king's right-hand man named Haman, and he hated the Jewish people because of a man named Mordecai who would sit at the city gates and wait, and I believe it was to speak with his niece Esther. But he would never bow to Haman, and Haman expected everyone to bow to him, so he hated Mordecai, who was a Jew. So no one knew that Esther was a Jewish woman. They kept it a big secret, and it's probably because, all throughout history, people have hated the Jewish people, so they kept that a secret. And Haman convinced the king to do away with all the Jewish people. He just got fed up with Mordecai and convinced the king to send out a decree that all the Jewish people would be put to death. And Mordecai finally got a hold of Esther to speak with her. And let me back up. Esther was orphaned, and her uncle Mordecai raised her. And that's why he is the one trying to get in contact with her to bring her messages. So he finally was able to speak with Esther and told her what Haman had planned to do, and told Esther that she needed to speak up for her people, that she was placed in this position as queen for such a time as this. And Esther ended up being able to talk to the king. The king ended up putting Haman, who was a liar and a thief, him and his whole family to death for this, because they almost put all of Esther's people, the Jewish people, to death. And now I want to read to you a story that I heard from a certain podcast. So this is a different lady than the one that has been giving me confirmations for the past year, I would say. But in her message, and I'm going to also give you the confirmation at the end that it was blatantly obvious that God had confirmed this was from him. It starts out, "The time of testing has come. PURIM takes on a whole new meaning. Defeat of the Antichrist spirit, like Haman. Things are coming you don't expect. Will you be scared or brave? I will come for my own, so prepare yourselves accordingly. The king is coming. I will strengthen those who ask. Now is the time to seek me and pray. These are the somber days, but a seed does not come to life until it dies. Soon the seeds that were planted will open up and a beautiful transformation will unfold. This transformation starts in the heart and will be fully recognized by my coming. Allow the seed of my heart to be sown in you. Don't let the cares of the world choke it out. Instead, let the trials and tribulations do their work in you. Do not fight this process, but accept it, because you will become complete in me. Hold on to what you have in me, and do not let anyone steal it away. They will try to make you deny me. Stay true. pray others will remain true. So this was a pretty cool word that I had gotten through her message. And I prayed during this message while I was hearing it, that the Lord would confirm if this was actually from him. And I was doing billing at the time, billing claims while listening to this, and turned over my next claim to start working it. And lo and behold, it was a patient last name, Haman. Now, it was spelled differently than the Bible spells it. So in the Bible, let's see, it spells it, where is it? Haman. So on my claim, it was Hamman. So very similar. I mean, it could have been Haman, but it's basically the same name. And I knew right away this was God's confirmation. So it's very cool how he confirms things when you ask him. And that is my topic, Purim. This happens, I believe, March, May, somewhere around there. And every year the Jewish people celebrate. It was a time of testing for their people, and the Lord came through for them like he always does. These are his holy people, his chosen people. No matter what people think of the Jewish people, no matter, if we hear things about the corruption over there lately, well, that's everywhere. There's so much corruption in America. Americans are so corrupt. These are chosen people of God, and we should pray for them. So that is just my message for you. I pray you're all doing well. God bless you.